They say life is a game of chance, that success comes to those blessed with talent or born into luck. But let me tell you something most people never say out loud. It's not talent that saves you in the dark hours when everything feels like it's slipping through your fingers. It's not luck that shows up when your confidence has been shattered and your goals seem like distant stars fading into blackness. What truly makes the difference between those who stay stuck and those who rise is the way they think. The internal voice. The invisible dialogue we carry every single day. That quiet force inside that says, get up again when nobody else believes you can. See, a winning life doesn't start with money, skills, or even opportunities. It begins with mindset, raw, deliberate, built in the fire kind of mindset. The kind you don't inherit, you forge it. You sculpt it. You bleed for it. And in this journey we're about to take together, I'm not here to give you empty mantras or polished theories. No, I'm handing you a hammer so you can rebuild the way you see failure. I'm giving you a lens so you can reframe how you talk to yourself. I'm showing you the scaffolding for a success mindset, not a fantasy, but a real, muscle-built approach to rising from your setbacks, setting goals that don't just live on paper, and staying grounded when everything wants to shake you loose. Because here's the truth, anyone can dream, but very few will dare to rewire the way they think to become the person that dream requires. That's what this is about. It's about giving you tools to stop being a prisoner of your fears and start becoming the architect of your future. So if you're tired of waiting for permission to grow, if you're done pretending mindset doesn't matter, good. You're exactly where you need to be. Because once you shift the way you see challenges, everything starts to change. And I mean everything. Now let me take you back to a moment that nearly broke me, because what I learned there was the very beginning of everything I'm sharing with you today. There was a time when fear had me completely frozen, a weight so heavy it pinned every hopeful thought beneath it. I remember standing at the edge of opportunity, heart pounding, mind clouded with doubt, paralyzed by the overwhelming thought that one misstep would unravel not just my plans, but my very sense of worth. Failure wasn't just a possibility, it felt like an inevitable sentence. But then something inside me flickered, a faint whisper that challenged the noise of my fears. It was the realization that if I let fear dictate my story, I'd never know what could have been. So I began to lean into discomfort rather than recoil from it, to treat setbacks not as dead ends, but as essential bends in the road. This shift didn't happen overnight. It came in quiet moments of self-reflection, in the courage to try again despite trembling hands, and in the hard-earned understanding that my mind wasn't my enemy, but a powerful ally waiting to be trained. Discovering the concept of a growth mindset was like finding a key to a door I hadn't dared to open before. It gave me permission to be imperfect, to fail forward, and to embrace the process of becoming over the illusion of instant success. Today, I want to share with you the very strategies that pulled me from the paralysis of doubt into a life driven by purpose and resilience. These aren't just theories, they are lived truths that transformed my path and can ignite change in yours as well. But before we dive deeper into these tools, let's explore the heart of transformation itself, the mindset that sets apart those who merely dream from those who relentlessly pursue. The foundation of every breakthrough lies in the mindset we choose to adopt. Imagine two gardeners, each tending to a fragile seed. One believes the soil is fixed, the weather unchangeable, and the seed destined to either grow or wither without their influence. The other understands that with patience, care, and adaptation, even the harshest environment can nurture life. This simple shift in belief is what separates a fixed mindset from a growth mindset. A fixed mindset traps you in the idea that your abilities and intelligence are carved in stone, immutable and permanent. It whispers that failure is a verdict rather than a lesson, that talent is the ultimate currency, and that effort is futile if you're not naturally gifted. In contrast, a growth mindset is a radical embrace of potential. It recognizes that intelligence, skills, and talents are malleable and can be cultivated through persistence, learning, and adaptation. People who adopt this mindset see challenges not as threats, but as invitations to expand their capabilities. Think of Thomas Edison, who famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His success wasn't a gift, but the product of relentless experimentation and learning. When you internalize a growth mindset, the language you use with yourself shifts from "I can't" to "I can learn," from "I'm not good enough" to "I'm improving." This shift creates resilience and ignites a hunger for growth that propels you beyond your comfort zone. Challenges become fuel, mistakes transform into stepping stones, and your journey becomes less about proving yourself and more about evolving yourself. Understanding and embracing this perspective is not just a motivational slogan. It's a lifeline for anyone aiming to build a success mindset that endures. As we move forward, we'll uncover how to transform setbacks from stumbling blocks into launch pads, a critical step on this path of growth. Setbacks are often painted as the villains of our success stories, the moments we desperately wish would disappear. Yet, what if these very obstacles are the secret ingredients that make victory meaningful? Every journey worth taking is littered with challenges that shake our confidence and test our resolve. But those setbacks don't mark the end, they are the soil from which growth springs. I've faced my own share of failures, moments when the path forward seemed shrouded in doubt and disappointment. Instead of succumbing to despair, I learned to shift my perspective. Rather than viewing setbacks as final judgments on my worth or abilities, I started to see them as invaluable lessons disguised in difficulty. This reframing was transformative. It meant picking up the pen to journal the insights hidden within each failure, seeking honest feedback that could illuminate blind spots, and redirecting my energy from lamenting problems to crafting solutions. This approach turned what once felt like defeat into an ongoing education in resilience and wisdom. By embracing setbacks as opportunities rather than threats, we reclaim power over our narrative. This mindset not only softens the blow of failure but equips us with a toolkit for continuous improvement. As we build this habit, setbacks cease to paralyze and instead propel us forward with newfound clarity and strength. The ability to reframe challenges is the cornerstone of growth and success, and it sets the stage for another vital aspect: cultivating a positive internal dialogue that fuels motivation and achievement. The stories we tell ourselves in the quiet moments, those internal conversations, shape not only how we see the world but also the trajectory of our lives. Positive self-talk isn't just a feel-good concept. It's a powerful driver behind motivation, resilience, and achievement. When the inner voice becomes a source of encouragement rather than criticism, it opens doors to possibilities we might have otherwise dismissed. Developing this habit takes conscious effort. It means deliberately crafting affirmations that affirm your worth and potential, keeping a gratitude journal that shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, and learning to catch and reframe negative thoughts before they spiral into self-doubt. Compassion toward oneself becomes the soil in which this positive mindset grows. Instead of harsh judgment, we nurture understanding, patience, and kindness within, allowing us to move forward even when the path feels uncertain. This internal dialogue doesn't just change your feelings, it transforms your actions, guiding you toward consistent progress. By making positive self-talk a daily practice, you build a foundation that supports the pursuit of ambitious goals with confidence and calm. And speaking of goals, the next step in cultivating a success mindset is learning how to set SMART goals that provide clear direction and measurable milestones, making your aspirations tangible and attainable. Setting goals without a clear framework can feel like trying to navigate a vast ocean without a compass. That's why the SMART goal system is a game changer for anyone serious about turning dreams into reality. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, a set of criteria that transforms vague ambitions into focused, actionable plans. Specific goals answer the what and why, cutting through ambiguity to give your efforts clear direction. Measurable targets allow you to track progress and celebrate milestones, fueling momentum and motivation. Achievability keeps your goals grounded in reality, pushing you just enough without setting you up for frustration. Relevance ensures your objectives align with your larger vision and values, making the journey meaningful. Finally, time-bound deadlines inject urgency and focus, preventing procrastination and fostering discipline. Crafting SMART goals starts with brainstorming your ideas without limits, then filtering and prioritizing them based on impact and feasibility. Breaking down big goals into smaller, manageable steps makes the path less daunting and progress more visible. By adopting this method, you set yourself up not just to dream but to accomplish, building a track record of success that propels you forward. Yet even the best plans can falter without resilience, the unwavering spirit that keeps you moving through challenges and setbacks. Let's explore how to cultivate this resilience and maintain motivation as you chase your ambitions. Resilience is the invisible armor worn by those who refuse to quit despite the storms they face. It's not a trait you're born with, but a muscle you build through intentional practice and mindset shifts. At its core, resilience means bouncing back from adversity, adapting to change, and maintaining focus on your goals when distractions and setbacks threaten to pull you under. A vital part of nurturing resilience is self-care, honoring your physical, emotional, and mental well-being so you have the energy to persevere. Surrounding yourself with a strong support system of friends, mentors, or community provides encouragement and perspective when the going gets tough. Visualization techniques, imagining success vividly and feeling the emotions of achievement, can prime your mind to stay motivated and confident. Practical habits like celebrating small wins keep morale high. Setting clear deadlines drives accountability, and learning from role models offers blueprints for success. Building resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's about becoming stronger because of it, developing the grit that fuels long-term achievement. This final piece completes the puzzle of cultivating a success mindset, showing that with the right mental framework and tools, you can face any challenge and keep moving forward. Remember, the power to transform your life starts with how you think, speak to yourself, set your goals, and respond to setbacks. If you've stayed with me this far, you've already taken a crucial step. Now, it's your turn to take these insights and turn them into action. If this message resonates, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Together, we'll keep building a path towards success that's grounded in growth, resilience, and unshakable belief.